It is Thursday, the 4th day of April 2025. Good evening and welcome to Newswatch on Hope TV, the station where you look and live. I'm Tess Njenga and our sign language interpreter is Boniface Mureithi. Let us take a look at the day's news. Machakos Governor Wavinya Ndeti has called on the national government to release pending payments owed to mission and private hospitals, warning that the financial strain is overwhelming county health facilities and affecting service delivery. Speaking during the burial of retired Sergeant Onesmus Ngodho Macau, husband to a member of her governor's delivery unit, Wavinya also urged respect and support for the church, noting its crucial role in community cohesion during times of loss. On governance, the governor addressed tensions within the county assembly, stressing that internal disagreements should be resolved without dragging her office into assembly matters. She emphasized the need for accountability and respect for institutional roles, highlighting development progress. She cited ongoing projects, including borehole drilling in Mbondoni and the construction of ECDE classrooms, which are now operational and supporting learners with both education and nutrition, including milk provision.
So I'm asking His Excellency, President William Ruto, please let us look at the private hospitals that are genuine and let them be paid. Because even we as counties, we are finding it very tough. You know, our hospitals are overflowing with patients. But if the missionary hospitals are working, it removes a lot of stress from the mainstream, from the government hospital. So please, His Excellency, we are kindly requesting you, tafadhali tumalize hii maneno ya hizi private hospitali, zile ziko genuine, wapatiwe pesa yao, na especially za ministry. Ndio huku na sisi kwa county tuachwe kupatwa na pressure, kwa sababu tuko na pressure ni nyingi ya kubeba kila mtu. Kwa sababu kila mtu sasa, kwa sababu hawa wamekataa kuchukua SHA, kila mtu sasa anakuja kwa county hospitals na inakuwa ngumu kwetu. Kwa hivyo ningekuomba tafadhali Mheshimiwa Rais uangalie hiyo, because it is our people suffering. The people you're leading as the president are the same people I'm leading here as the governor. And within the counties, I cannot work without the church. Church inatutoleaga pressure ingine. Kanisa inatutolea pressure ingine. Kwa hivyo shikana na wao, wale wako na mahospitali, wasaidie zote za makanisa yote, wasaidie waweze kupata pesa zao.
President William Ruto has announced that more than 45,000 Kenyans are registering daily with the Social Health Authority SHA, describing the trend as a major step towards achieving universal health coverage UHC. Speaking at State House today during the swearing-in of 2 new cabinet ministers and 14 cabinet or other principal secretaries, Ruto praised the growing public awareness and willingness to embrace the new healthcare system. He noted that the high registration rate reflects the country's collective commitment to building an accessible, inclusive, and affordable healthcare system.
And I'm very proud of the progress that we are making. The last time we had the highest registration in health insurance was about 7-8 million. That was the highest ever. Under this program, we now have 21 million Kenyans. And you know what? On my dashboard here, every day, between 45 and 50,000 Kenyans register voluntarily, because many Kenyans have begun to experience that it is working. From just testimonies of friends, relatives, village mates, workmates, people are beginning to know that 80% of Kenyans who have never had a health insurance, today they have a chance to have a health insurance under this program.
Geoffrey Ruku and Hannah Cheptumo have been sworn in as cabinet secretaries following their appointment by President William Ruto and swift approval by Parliament earlier this week. The two took their oath of office today at State House, Nairobi, in a ceremony presided over by the President. Ruku takes over the public service docket from Justine Muturi, while Cheptumo fills the long vacant gender ministry seat previously held by Aisha Jumwa. Also sworn in are 14 newly appointed principal secretaries, among them Dr. Ouma Oluga, who now heads medical services, and Dr. Jane Imbonya, who takes charge of public service.
I commend each of you for stepping forward to serve the nation at the highest levels of government. And I congratulate all of you on your successful navigating rigorous vetting process and securing parliamentary approval. I must emphasize, if you are not already aware, that the real test begins today. You can only afford a brief pause before plunging into the deep end of public affairs, where scrutiny is rigorous, relentless, and unforgiving. I trust you possess the knowledge, experience, and resilience, not only to endure the demands of your new roles, but to serve the people of Kenya with diligence, loyalty, integrity, and compassion. I am confident that you understand this context better than most, not only because you experienced it during vetting, but also because you made the significant life and career decision to join government at a time when public expectations are exceptionally high.
No sooner had Public Service Cabinet Secretary Geoffrey Ruku been sworn in than he hit the ground running. Shortly after taking the oath of office, Ruku visited the Central Police Station to assess service delivery. He pledged to enhance the effectiveness of police stations across the country, assuring Kenyans of improved services from the National Police Service.
Public servant number one is the President of the Republic of Kenya. Na ametutuma kama mawaziri tuhakikisha kwamba wananchi wa Kenya wanapata huduma ambayo iko sawasawa. Na tutakuwa tunahakikisha all corners of the Republic, in all sub-counties in the Republic of Kenya, where there is a police station, mwananchi wa kawaida anaweza hudumiwa pale.
Well, on a similar note, Dr. Ouma Oluga has officially taken over the responsibilities of medical services from his predecessor, Harry Kimtai, just hours after being sworn in at State House, Nairobi, as the Principal Secretary for Medical Services. Oluga has pledged to lead the successful implementation of the SHA health program.
In everything we do, from policy implementation to financial management, from human resource deployment to service delivery at the grassroots. Only by doing so can we say that we truly ready to deliver on our promise to build a health system.
So far, we are stable in most of those reforms. Two critical institutions were created, sir. Social Health Authority, which is the one that is driving universal healthcare coverage, and the Digital Health Agency. I know the challenges that are there, especially on the Digital Health Agency, in the sense that it's a very new institution, still requires a lot of resources.
I would request, under your leadership and with the support of my colleagues and the entire sector, that we focus on. One, on top of that agenda, is to rebuild public trust in our healthcare system. And that is something that is urgent, and that is something that we must do.
That note, let us take a short break on Newswatch tonight. Plenty more is coming up after the break.
Hope TV is where you look and live, with an excellent selection of the best Christian programming consisting of local and international content of inspirational stories, talk shows, Bible commentary, youth, health shows, children entertainment, contemporary gospel music, extended times of worship, live broadcast, news, movies, drama, Christian ministry programs, and so much more. Hope TV is another quality service from Christ is the Answer Ministries, with over 45% of authentic and credible local content every week. Hope TV is a sister station to Hope FM, Kenya's leading Christian radio station, with footprints across the country. Tune in to Hope TV, where you look and live.
One thing I've learned about leadership, just generally leadership, the leader is not the smartest person in the room. All right? He's not always the smartest person. When you're a leader, your strength is in the ability to be able to harness the gifts around you. It's the same thing in the family. All right? Like I said, your wife is a very smart person. So you don't shut her down. All right? But you allow her to, you pick those ideas, you discuss them, and one of you, you make them your own.
Definitely.
It's like even in any organization, as the CEO, for example, you're not necessarily the smartest person in that organization, but you get around yourself people who are smart, people who are good in what they do, and then you take all those ideas and then you lead. And guess who takes credit at the end of the day? You take the credit at the end of the day. Because you're the leader.
The leader.
Isn't it? You know. So that's what leadership is all about. So being able to also just harness all those gifts that God has given you through your wife and one of you, but being able to chart the way forward.
Men on Record, every Friday at 7 p.m.
Thank you for tuning in to Hope TV, your go-to channel for hope, inspiration, education, and wholesome entertainment. At Hope TV, we are committed to knowing God and making Him known through powerful media content. We truly value you and are dedicated to serving you better. For feedback, inquiries, or complaints, reach out via WhatsApp or SMS on 0708 222 Email us at customerexperience@hopefm.org. Hope TV, look and live.
Welcome back. The Gusii Youth Bunge Sacco has launched its 2025 to 2030 strategic plan aimed at strengthening financial empowerment and resilience among youth in Kisii and Nyamira counties. Speaking during the launch, Sacco Chair Dr. Asha Moronya said the 5-year plan will serve as a roadmap to guide growth, stability and sustainability in the face of economic challenges. County tourism official Abincha welcomed the initiative, describing it as a critical step towards youth empowerment. He also reaffirmed the county government's support for SACCOs to ensure their continued growth and impact.
Today we were here to, number one, to hold our annual delegates meeting, whereby we were able to understand our performance for the previous financial year, through which we have acknowledged an upward growth in our surplus. And two, we were here also to launch our 5-year strategic plan, which runs from the year 2025 through to 2029. We've had a number of stakeholders here with whom we are collaborating to ensure that the growth of Gusii Youth Bunge Sacco remains on a positive trend. One, we acknowledge the collaboration that we've had with the World Bank through their program dubbed NAVCDP, which is a National Agriculture Value Chain Development Project, and other partners like the Cooperative Insurance Company and the Cooperative Bank, with whom we are collaborating to ensure that Gusii Youth Bunge Sacco grows to greater heights. Above all, I want to thank the county government of Kisii through the Ministry, the Department of Agriculture and the Department of Trade, because we've been able to partner with them to ensure that the needs, the financial needs of the young people and women within our county of Kisii and Nyamira are met.
The Youth Punge Circle is one of the circles we work together with the county through the government of His Excellency Barati. And you remember, as a county, we have put much weight in making sure that the circles grow and develop to another height. So indeed, we celebrate these strides that they are made to ensure that they have made their roadmap, the corrective plan to ensure that they can be able to navigate the 5 years with a plan, and very strategically to ensure that they remain afloat as we navigate the hard economical times ahead of us.
The Pan-Africa Climate Justice Organization has launched the Africa chapter of the Climate and Economic Justice Campaign, a bold call to confront the multiple crises threatening lives and livelihoods across the continent, from unjust debt and tax abuse to climate breakdown and extractive development models. The organization said Africa pays more to service debts, many of them illegitimate, than it invests in health, education, and climate resilience. This is unacceptable. The campaign is about transformative change, ending the rigged financial system, demanding real climate finance, cancelling unjust debts, and building rights-based economies, and aligns with the African Union's 2025 theme on reparations and economic justice. And now in sports, KCB FC will be looking to turn its fortunes around when the Patrick Odhiambo-led side takes on Mara Sugar in a Crunch Kenya Premier League clash at the Awendo Stadium this Saturday. The Bankers have experienced a mixed run of form in their last 5 league outings, managing just one win, a victory over Ulinzi Stars on March 15th, alongside 2 losses and 2 draws. Head coach Patrick Luwowo Odhiambo emphasized his ambition to secure wins and pile pressure on league heavyweights Tusker, Gor Mahia, and Police FC, who currently hold the top 3 spots in the standings. Due to their recent run of form, KCB FC find themselves at the 5th place with 40 points behind Police FC, Tusker, Gor Mahia, and Shabana. They are 9 points off the top spot. Athletics Kenya has officially nominated and endorsed Barnaba Korir for the position of first vice president in the upcoming National Olympic Committee of Kenya (NOC) elections set for April 24, 2025. Korir, a long-serving executive member in charge of youth development at Athletics Kenya, is praised for his leadership and dedication to growing Kenyan athletics. Athletics Kenya President Jack Tuwei highlighted Korir's role in organizing major events like the Kip Keino Classic and the Nairobi City Marathon, calling him a key figure in the success of Kenyan athletes on the global stage. Korir has served as a NOC executive member for the past 4 years and was Deputy Chief de Mission for Team Kenya at the 2024 Paris Olympics. He also led the delegation to the 2018 Commonwealth Games in Gold Coast. Athletics Kenya says his nomination reflects strong confidence in his ability to strengthen the Olympic movement in Kenya.
I believe that I'll be bringing on board new ideas. We will also be looking at what I've done, where I have been. Being an athlete, I do understand how athletes' needs should be addressed. We want now to bring the same ideas that we have in Athletics Kenya to National Olympic Committee so that we can expand the performance not only during the major championships, but we have to look at the interest and build the sport as an industry in this country. One of the areas that which is also needs to be addressed is, of course, there are offices where these federations have. It has been a problem where, in many cases, some federations are being termed as briefcase federations. We want to remove that notion by ensuring that each and every federation have an office. We need to rely on all federations that they must deliver so that we get more medals for Kenya.
And we have come to the end of Newswatch tonight. On behalf of the whole team, thank you for watching. I'm Tess Njenga, and our sign language interpreter is Boniface Mureithi. Have a good night and a blessed Easter holiday.